Look, this is question 39 of the 2020 PSLE Science Section B. This is a very high order thinking skills questions. Let us examine. It says Peter built a lock as shown. When he closed the switch, the iron block moved to the right, away from the catch, and the door was unlocked. So the student need to visualize this is the door, this is the wall. So when Peter closed the switch, means forming a closed circuit, this iron block will move to the right. Can you see it moves to the right, away from the catch, this catch, and this door will be unlocked. State why copper, a type of metal, is used to make wires. So state is very easy. The student need to just state the property of copper. So copper is a good conductor of electricity. Get 1 mark. Okay, this part is 2 marks. And it says explain how the door was unlocked when Peter closed the switch. So the student need to explain to the examiner when the switch is closed, a closed circuit is formed, electricity flows through this part, and will cause this to be an electromagnet attracting the iron block, because iron block is a magnetic material. So the iron is magnetic material will be moved to the right, thus unlocking the door. So this is the answer keys provided. When the switch is closed, a closed circuit is formed. Electricity flows through the circuit and the metal and a fixed metal cylinder, which is here. So electricity flows through this part. The fixed metal cylinder becomes an electromagnet. The electromagnet attracts the iron block, and the iron block moves away from the catch and unlocks the door. So the student can also mention iron is magnetic, therefore it will be attracted by the electromagnet, thus unlocking the door. So this question I have also tested students in my book. As you can see, I designed this question. And this circuit, as you can see, Jovan reconnected his circuit and added another circuit for his anti-COVID-19 virus diffuser with built-in batteries. So the batteries are inside there. And steel is used to make object X. So can you see when this switch is being closed, electricity, when this is being lowered, because this in the previous questions, as you can see on page 71, this is page 72. On page 71, this is a previous connection. So when this aluminum triangle is being lowered, it forms a closed circuit and will activate the sprinkler. But now in this situation, when this part is being closed, electricity will flow through this part and will activate the anti-COVID-19 virus diffuser. So when this is being turned on this side, so if this will become an electromagnet, it will attract this object X, which magnetic will swing away. Thus, this will form a gap. There will be open circuit. So relating back to these questions, so students who have done this question in my book should be able to understand and apply the same concepts to answer these questions. So next, this is a very high order thinking skill questions in part C. It says, when Peter opened the switch again, he found that the block, mentioned here, when Peter opened the switch again, he found that the block did not go deep enough into the catch to lock the door properly. Without changing the iron block, suggests changes to his setup so that he can lock and unlock the door properly. Explain your answer. So I put this as a very high order thinking skill, and I believe less than 20% of the cohort can achieve full marks, because the student need to explain how to lock and unlock the door properly. And student need to visualize this. This is from the answer key. So you see this part, the spring is being compressed. So I have designed a simple way to answer these questions. Firstly, the suggested changes, because can you see it's plural, suggested changes, so that's made at least minimum 2. Firstly, use a stiffer spring. Number 2, additional dry cells in series. So this is called a dry cell. Okay, there are 2 dry cells, so addition maybe you put 1 more or 2 more. And that's the reason. Because a stiffer spring will result in more elastic spring force. So when the switch is open, the stiffer spring will be able to create greater elastic spring force to push the iron block backwards with greater force, so forcing it deeper into the catch. And similarly, if you use more dry cell, that will result in stronger magnetic attraction. So here, either you coil more coils or wire here, or you use more batteries or dry cell in series. This will result in a stronger magnetic force. When the switch is being closed, we'll be able to unlock the door properly. So I term this as a very high order thinking skills questions. And this is a simple way to answer. Use stiffer spring. The stiffer spring will result in greater elastic spring force to push the iron block back into the catch deeper. And then use more batteries in series will result in stronger magnetic force. So when the switch is closed, the electromagnet will be able to attract the iron block with a greater force, thus unlocking it properly. So I wish you all the best in the coming PSLE, either 2021 or 2022. And you can also purchase my book for training from One Academy. I've designed and published this book to help students over the past years to answer challenging, difficult P5 and PSLE Science open-ended questions. So this is Mr. Howard Yu from One Academy.